It was past midnight when the rain poured like silver threads over the grand marble mansion. Most of the house was silent, except for the faint sound of footsteps echoing softly through the kitchen hallway. Mr. Ethan Cole, a millionaire known for his ruthless business decisions and cold demeanor, had returned early from a business trip. He moved through the dimly lit corridor, irritated after another hollow victory in the world of wealth, a new contract signed, more zeros added to his fortune, and yet, an emptiness that no luxury could fill. But as he stepped into the kitchen, something unexpected caught his attention, the sound of glass clinking. He froze, narrowing his eyes toward the open refrigerator light cutting through the darkness. His jaw tightened as he saw a small shadow, frail, trembling, reaching up toward a loaf of bread on the counter. Without thinking, he flipped on the light. "What do you think you're doing?" His deep voice cut through the silence. The little girl gasped and dropped the loaf, her hands shaking. She couldn't have been more than 8 or 9, her dress soaked, feet bare, hair matted from the rain. Her eyes were wide with fear, but not the kind that came from guilt. It was the fear of being hurt, punished, or chased away. I'm sorry," she stammered, stepping back. "Please don't call the police. I just needed a little bread for my brother. He's hungry." Ethan's anger faltered for a moment. He was ready to call security, to demand who let her in, but something in her voice pierced through the icy armor around his heart. "Who are you?" he asked quietly. "My name's Lily," she whispered. "My mom's sick. We live down the street, near the old bus stop. I only wanted to take this, I promise I'll never come back." The millionaire stood still, staring at her tiny hands clutching the crust of bread like it was gold. He thought about all the food that went to waste in his house daily, the leftover banquets, the half-eaten desserts, the feasts for parties he didn't even enjoy. And now, here was a child trembling for a piece of bread. "Sit down," he said finally. Lily hesitated, her eyes darting toward the door. "I said sit," he repeated, softer this time. She obeyed, perching on the edge of a kitchen stool. Ethan took a deep breath and began to prepare a sandwich, something he hadn't done in years himself. He placed it in front of her along with a glass of milk. She stared at it in disbelief. "It's okay," he said. "Eat." She did, slowly at first, then hungrily. And for the first time in years, Ethan found himself watching someone eat not for pleasure, but out of pure need. His chest tightened. When she finished, she whispered, "Thank you, sir. I'll go now." "Wait," Ethan said. "You said your brother's hungry too, right?" She nodded, eyes glistening. "And your mother's sick. She can't work anymore," Lily murmured. "Since Daddy left." Ethan exhaled sharply. Something inside him stirred, an old, buried pain. His own father had walked out when he was 10, leaving his mother to raise him alone. He had sworn never to depend on anyone again, never to be weak, never to care. That vow had made him rich, and utterly alone. "Show me where you live," he said suddenly. Her eyes widened. "Now." "Yes. Let's go." She hesitated but saw no anger in his face, only something she couldn't name. Within minutes, they were walking through the rain-soaked street. The further they went, the narrower the roads became until they stopped outside a broken-down building with no door, just a curtain hanging in the entrance. Inside, on a thin mattress, lay a woman coughing weakly and a little boy curled beside her, pale and shivering. Ethan's throat tightened. He had seen poverty before, from a distance, through car windows, across charity reports, but standing there, breathing the cold damp air of their suffering, he felt something shift. He quietly handed the woman a small envelope from his coat pocket. "Take this," he said. "There's money for food and medicine." "I can't," she whispered. "Please," he interrupted. "It's not charity. It's repayment." "For what?" she asked weakly. He looked at Lily and smiled faintly. "For reminding me what it means to be human." Over the next few weeks, Ethan didn't just send money. He arranged a doctor's visit for Lily's mother, enrolled both children in school, and even offered the woman a job managing the small flower shop he owned but had never visited. Every day, he began stopping by, at first out of obligation, then out of genuine affection. Lily would greet him with a hug, her little brother with laughter, and their mother with quiet gratitude. And slowly, Ethan found himself smiling, a real smile, not the polite one he wore at business events. Months passed. One evening, as they all sat together eating dinner in the now bright, freshly painted home, Lily looked up and asked, "Mr. Ethan, why did you help us? He paused, setting down his fork. Because once, I thought money was everything, he said softly. But then you showed me something I'd forgotten, kindness. Her eyes sparkled. Mom says you're our guardian angel. Ethan chuckled, blinking back tears. No, Lily. You're mine. The camera could have faded there, on that warm, tearful smile, but the story didn't end that night. Ethan sold one of his luxury mansions and started a foundation to help underprivileged families in the city. He named it Lily's Hope. And whenever someone asked him why he changed his life, he'd simply say, because one rainy night, a little girl taught me the value of a loaf of bread.